I do want to thank everybody for clicking the bell and the subscribe and all that stuff. You've helped the channel out a little bit lately. I mean, only so much we could do fighting YouTube and their horse crap, but you guys have been wonderful and I appreciate you. Please click like and subscribe, hit that bell for notification, do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around, summon the dark one, all of those things, you know, that we must do here on the YouTubes. Also wanted to mention a little bit sad news here. You might follow Sarah, it's my girlfriend, on Blue Sky as well. She works over at our animal shelter, and they had a shelter cat named Amos that she was rather fond of, and he passed away today. So I'm trying to find the link here, if you could. And not a lot. He was an older fella, and Sarah was trying to, you know, she's been looking after him for a while and trying to make, you know, the older times not so bad for him. And she was getting through and he passed. So if you were so inclined, I just put a link in the channel. I'll move it over here. Charleston Animal Society here in South Carolinas. If you are so, oh, it's the wrong button. Can I have the right button here, please? Yeah. If you could maybe it's charlestonanimalsociety.org if you want to drop $1 or $2 there in Amos's name. So that would be appreciated, because they do a lot of good work. Obviously, it's an animal shelter and all that stuff. So
it's funny, there was an Amos at Tabby's place when I was there who was semi-feral, who looked almost identical to Sarah's Amos, except he had his two front paws kind of curled in like this, which is why he could not be a feral. But he wasn't super comfortable with people.
Now, this boy is just a grumpy old man, which, you know, I appreciate. All right. Time for the horrible
Tootsie Fruits.
Each week, Catherine, the Radio Dead Air audience, go out in the worldwide interwebs, find all sorts of horrible stuff, bring it back here for a little segment we like to call What the Fuck is Wrong with You? I'm Nash. She's Tara. This is the news. And let's, you know, go big or go home. Actually, this guy kind of went big and tried to go home, but it didn't work out so well. You know that there's that old, I guess, myth about international waters, and it's like anything goes, right? Because there's no jurisdiction. You can get away with anything. That's actually
Is that not true?
That's not exactly how that works. Cruise ship passenger charged after jumping overboard to avoid $16,000 gambling debt. When captured, the man reportedly had thousands of dollars in cash, 2 cell phones, and 5 IDs. Man was charged with a federal crime.
After jumping into the ocean? What kind of phones?
Dead phones. Man was arrested and charged with federal crime. A man was arrested and charged with a federal crime last weekend after allegedly leaping off a Royal Caribbean cruise ship near Puerto Rico to avoid paying off more than $16,000 in gambling debt to the cruise line. All right, first of all, how the fuck do you rack up $16,000 to the Royal Caribbean cruise ship? What are you doing?
I mean, if there's a casino on board.
Yeah, but we're talking a casino on board the Royal Caribbean cruise ship. This isn't like the fucking Casino Royale. You are not James Bond. This is like, you know, when I was in the UK, my friends took me to like a casino in Swansea. That's probably more what this is like. You know, it's a bunch of older people. There's a lot of slots. There's a lot of video gambling machines. There's a couple tables.
If I recall, in Ireland, what they call a casino, we would call an arcade.
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Because at one point, some of my younger cousins said they were going to the casino. And I was like, how young can you gamble here? And they were like, what does that have to do with anything? And they were going to the arcade.
According to criminal complaint, let's see, Yay, I think that's Jey. Is that Yay?
I think it's Jay.
Jay? All right. Jay Gonzalez Diaz jumped into the water near the port of San Juan at around 9:15 a.m., according to criminal complaint. He fled the ship during a U.S. Customs and Border Protection inspection. Video surveillance captured the moment he was rescued and brought to shore by somebody who was passing on a jet ski. Cruise ship, the Rhapsody of the Sea, had departed San Juan on August 31st. Officers with Customs and Border Protection Border Patrol layer located Gonzalez Diaz near the Puerto Rico Capitol building. He was found. He was carrying $14,600 in cash, 2 phones, and 5 IDs. He was accused of attempting to avoid monetary reporting requirements. He could face a fine of up to $250,000 or a maximum 5-year prison sentence. According to the criminal complaint, Gonzalez Diaz told officers that he jumped off the ship because, quote, he did not want to report the currency on his possession because he thought he might be taxed, going to be taxed duties for bringing in the currency. When asked for his full name, Gonzalez Diaz told investigators, if you guys were good at your job, you would know that. Buddy, what the fuck?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much news you watch, Mr. Gonzalez Diaz, but given that name, I'm gonna make an assumption about what you probably look like.
Oh.
And the feds are not being nice to people who look like you right now.
No.
Mouthing off to them, like, I mean, honestly, good try not giving them your name, but I wouldn't be mouthy about it.
Well, you think you're like an
they're just blowing
international...
up fishing boats right now.
You think you're like an international man of mystery. You hopped off the fucking Carnival Cruise Line. Come on. Oh, sorry, Royal Caribbean.
Also,
I'm sorry.
Do you understand what jumping off a cruise ship? Like, first of all, they're like several stories tall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like floating skyscrapers. Well, not skyscrapers. They're like floating housing developments.
But like the impact of your body on the water from that height, not great for you.
No.
And that's if the boat is not moving, in which case you're probably going to be sucked under and into the massive fucking engines that have to run that thing. Don't jump off a cruise ship.
I just love there happened to be a passing jet ski. He's like, oh, I'll catch that. Bye. This motherfucker. You lost 16.
Cruise ships are basically like the international waters thing might not be true, but Hassan Minhaj did a whole, when he had that show on Netflix, did a whole hour on this. Cruise ships are basically their own little fiefdoms.
Yeah.
And if you get murdered on a cruise ship, they don't have to do dick about it, technically.
Ooh.
So, like,
who would
don't
you
fuck
like
with
to
them either?
Who would you like to invite on a cruise, Tara?
Comment. I think I'm gonna say that shit on YouTube. No. That's evidence.
So we've got more shenanigans with aquatic crimes. I don't know how we had 2 of these this week, but we're gonna go to Lake Buena Vista, Florida, for this one. This is one of the this is one of the stranger robberies that I've ever seen because, number 1, weird target. Number 2, it worked. What the fuck?
The chat is saying he was appealing to Aquaman for asylum.
Man dressed in scuba gear accused of robbing Disney Springs restaurant, then swimming away. Man is accused of putting on scuba gear after robbing a restaurant. Officials haven't identified the man, but they said he knew where the security camera was, where to hide his wetsuit, and knew when the restaurant manager would be counting the cash for the night. Investigators say the man boarded the restaurant, which is on a replica steamboat, just after midnight, and forced 2 employees in the corner of the room. They said he told them to close their eyes. They didn't see a weapon, but they did as he said. Sources familiar with the investigation say he then tied the employees up. He was out in 2 minutes, taking somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000 before the employees freed themselves and called 911. Deputies believe he put on his scuba gear after the robbery, jumped into the man-made pond, and swam off. Staff cleaned up the restaurant, open as normal to guests just 12 hours later as the detectives scoured the area. That is the most believable part here.
We don't close shit in Disney. The mouse needs money. The picture. Did you watch the HBO Watchmen series that they did about 5 years back?
I didn't watch it, but I'm familiar with the grease guy. The lube man. Yeah.
You should. It is really well done. It was really good. Surprisingly good. So it's worth a watch. But this reminds me of Lube Man. I thought it was really well done.
Like, you gotta respect, he did not shoot above his pay grade, so to speak. He had realistic goals here. He made off with, about half a year's salary in one night's work.
He planned ahead.
Yeah, he planned ahead. Nobody got hurt.
I gotta be honest, I'm surprised there was that much cash because one, how many people really, increasingly people don't carry cash to begin with. One of my jobs, I work at a cash register. I take actual cash maybe once every 3 weeks anymore. Two, especially at a resort where you can charge shit to your room.
I know, who the hell in their right mind is bringing cash into Disney World, for fuck's sake?
Right. I'm surprised there was even that much cash there.
But, good on you, bro, I guess. I love that he swam away in a man-made pond and they couldn't fucking catch him. Because I'm scuba to the bottom, I guess, or some shit.
Which is impressive, especially at Disney, because you assume that they have costume characters in SWAT gear at the bottom of that lake waiting for you, right? Fucking Goofy is just gonna swim up, or one of the alligators from Fantasia just gonna swim up, holding you by the scruff.
Well, I mean, considering it's Mickey. Florida, you'd be more concerned about a real alligator, actually. But
that too. Hi, can I help you? All right, you need a hug right now? You need a hug right now? You just want to walk on my keyboard and potentially kick me off this call?
Imagine trying to explain this shit to your manager.
Yeah.
He was in a scuba. He swam the fuck away, man. He had flippers.
All right, say hi.
He says, no, say hi.
I will not say hi. No, you can't walk across stuff right now, sir. You're not supposed to walk across stuff at all. You have a full third of the desk that belongs to you. And you want the 2/3 that doesn't. Sorry, we've derailed. I apologize.
Next one's from Louisville. And you gotta admire the audacity of some of these idiots sometimes. I mean, they shoot their shot. You miss 100% of the goals you never shoot, but this is kind of like trying to shoot at a goal on the moon. No. Louisville man charged with impersonating CIA agent during traffic stop. 55-year-old man faces charges for impersonating a CIA officer. David Christopher has been charged with impersonating a peace officer. According to the Metro Police, an officer noticed Christopher driving northbound on Bardstown Road without a valid license plate. So you're already at a great time there. Traffic stop was initiated by the LMPD officer. Christopher told him he didn't have a valid license because it was, quote, illegally revoked. He also admitted he didn't have valid insurance. Arrest records state Christopher told the officers he was a CIA agent and even had multiple items such as shirts, wallets, and money clips featuring the letters CIA because, when you join the CIA, they've got a merch shop right there in the lobby. You get a
They're
discount.
really big on you covering yourself in the letters CIA. The spy community is famously really big on logo merch on everything you own.
Yeah, but Tara, it's 10% off for employees. What's a guy gonna do, you know?
Like they literally did this joke in Captain Marvel. Does wearing the logo of your spy agency help with your covert agenda?
Christopher displayed a card reading Association of Former Intelligence Officers, which prompted the LMPD to reach out to Homeland Security. Like, if you build up this shit and be like, they're never going to challenge this. They're going to challenge that, bro. It's a phone call.
Somebody in the chat said the Winchesters have entered the chat. You might notice the Winchesters never impersonated the CIA. I could be wrong about that. There's 15 seasons. That's a lot of episodes, but I'm pretty confident they didn't impersonate the CIA. They always went FBI.
And they didn't have merch, for fuck's sake. They just did the black suits, right?
And a fake ID. They always had a fake ID.
Homeland Security told the LMPD Christopher has a history of impersonating a CIA officer as well as an FBI agent. He apparently been on federal probation for impersonating a CIA officer in the past. Did you think the second time was the charm, bro? Come on.
Also, if it's me and I pull someone, I mean, I'm not a cop, but if I pull someone over and they're like, hey, obviously I have no documentation because I'm in the CIA, the first thing I'm thinking is, are you supposed to tell me you're in the CIA?
Are you bad at your job? Is that the problem?
Right. Are you supposed to tell me that if you're in such deep cover that you can't have a fucking driver's license?
On the way to Metro Corrections, he persisted he was an undercover CIA officer, trying to get officers to call a number, and they would say he purchased his author. Was he trying to get him to call Bobby Singer?
Call Bobby Singer?
You call him Bobby Singer? You call him fucking Bobby Singer? Was it? Oh.
You really watched Supernatural and thought that shit was a training manual, buddy.
Heading to British Columbia for the next one. Another traffic pullover. This one a little less grandiose. Probably not your best moment, my man. This is a lot of traffic stops. I'm pretty sure this is one they're going to remember for a bit. British Columbia man ticketed for driving a pink Barbie Jeep while impaired during the morning commute. Prince George man received a 90-day driving probation after he was spotted by police driving an unusual vehicle on a street on Friday morning. An officer was on patrol when they spotted a man driving a pink toy car down the street. May seem like something that would have flown under the radar.
Look at him. He's having such a good time.
Yeah, he is. He's having too good of a time there.
Wait, what does his shirt say?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Motorists
let's do it the dumbest way possible. His shirt says, let's do it the dumbest way possible.
Motorists aren't used to looking out for someone at that kind of level, the toy car level, so it was enough to start a traffic stop. The toy appears to be a Power Wheels Barbie Jeep Wrangler. Casper Lincoln told Global News he'd borrowed the toy, which belongs to his roommate's daughter, to go get a Slurpee. It's not like it was a high-speed chase, he said. I waited until it was safe, and when I crossed the road, I was doing my hand signals. During the stop, police officer believed the driver to be impaired and found that the driver had a suspended license. Was arrested for prohibited driving.
Was he singing the Indigo Girls? That's an important detail.
Driver
Did
was
he bring
arrested
his
for prohibited.
rollerblades?
Driver was arrested for prohibited driving, and he then provided 2 breath samples that were both over the legal limit. Subsequently issued a 90-day driving probation. Man, okay. If you are, what time of day was this? 9 a.m. and your ass is drunk enough that you have to steal your roommate's daughter's Barbie Jeep Wrangler to go get a Slurpee. You need a nap and some aspirin and a big glass of water.
Like, do they not have DoorDash in Canada?
Can you DoorDash a Slurpee?
You can DoorDash 7-Eleven. I have DoorDashed a Big Gulp.
Okay, but a
And I feel
Slurpee,
like
that's a very...
just DoorDashing the Big Gulp, so I add some snacks.
A Slurpee, though, that's a personal experience. You pour your own. You get it to your own specifications, right? I don't want anyone else pouring my Slurpee.
I do tend to mix the Coke and the cherry.
I mean, that's me time. The mix of the Slurpee, that's me time. So, still,
but if you're that fucking drunk, maybe just DoorDash the fucking Slurpee. Just that one time.
Like, brother, come on. I hope they didn't impound the fucking thing, because the little girl, like, Dad, what happened to my Barbie's Jeep Wrangler? Funny story, honey.
I think it's hilarious that you can be charged with a DUI in a toy car.
If you're on the road and you're driving, I mean, you can get impaired driving but you can get impaired driving
5 miles an hour. What do we call that, driving?
You can get impaired driving for a lawnmower. You can get it for driving an ATV. And besides, they have a good point. He was like this far down, and all the cars in North America are all the way the fuck up here. So they have a point.
Yeah.
Now we have this week's Fuck This Guy. And
that wasn't it.
No. This is Fuck This Guy. Fuck you very much. And I'm probably mispronouncing where this place is. It's spelled WAWAYANDA, which looks to me like Wawayanda, which is probably pronounced like Jim or some shit. I don't know. You always get on me about this. Motorist arrested in connection with ambulance road rage incident. State police have arrested a Middletown man. Wawayanda, Mid-Hudson Valley, the Catskills. Arrested a Middletown man in a road rage incident. Troopers say on Wednesday, town of Wawayanda, an ambulance was traveling on County Route 78. The paramedic was driving the ambulance en route to a call with his emergency lights on, and while doing so, legally passed a 2001 Chrysler. The driver of that car, identified as Terrell Osborne, 47, followed the ambulance, driving recklessly at a high rate of speed. Osborne is accused of pulling alongside the ambulance, illegally passing it, and pulling in front of it in an attempt to stop it.
Bruh.
Where are you in your life that you're like, no, the ambulance disrespected me?
I mean,
they have to
understand.
Well, yeah. They have to understand their place. You brake checked an ambulance, bro. What the limit? 47. You're old.
Shit.
Police say those actions obstructed the paramedic from continuing to respond to the emergency call. As a result, he was arrested, charged with obstructing medical services, reckless driving, several violations of state vehicle and traffic law. Like, I don't know if you know this if you don't drive. Some people don't drive. But if you are driving and anything with sirens and lights on it comes up behind you, you get the fuck out the way. That is the law. That isn't just a suggestion.
You pull over.
Yeah.
Even if you're going the opposite direction, you're supposed to pull over.
You get the hell out the goddamn way. You have to do that. You are
you could have literally killed somebody, because if they're trying to get to a call where somebody's having a heart attack, they're choking, they've been shot, whatever.
That's enough to fuck with them. Seconds fucking matter. Seconds literally fucking matter with this shit.
And I've had to make that call, and they got here in like literally less than 5 minutes.
Like the fucking audacity of your ass. No. See, you are not the main fucking character there, bruh. Terrell. What the hell kind of Star Trek name is Terrell?
Everybody's the main character now.
What are you, Ambassador Terrell from the Cardassian Empire? What the fuck? Terrell.
It sounds like he's probably just black. It sounds like just a different spelling of Terrell.
Trill.
Yeah. I mean, hell, people on Twitter used to fucking spell my name that way.
They didn't spell it Terrell.
No.
Fuck this guy. Fucking brake checking an
47
ambulance.
years old.
Brake checking an ambulance. Like, it's like some guys never
You are
get
a bad
past,
person and you should feel bad.
Some guys never get past 23, you know? They just get there and they're like, dumb, done. We're just...
At 23, you should also not be brake checking an ambulance. To be clear, you should know that.
But it's a lot more prevalent in a 23-year-old. Let's be honest. They're.
I guess. Terrell sounds like a Pokemon.
Now we've got the last one this week. You remember last week we had the one where the guy was living under the crawl space under the person's house. And he said it freaked you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, the universe heard you put that energy out there, Tara. And it wants you to know it was listening. This is quite literal. This is like shit you'd see on one of those Hallmark I married my murderer like fucking movies and shit. You know those?
Why doesn't the universe listen when I buy a lotto ticket?
Police say Calgary man tunneled into upstairs neighbor's unit after dispute. Would you look at this shit? Right?
Okay, well, I don't have a downstairs neighbor, at least.
What started as a neighborly dispute ended with one of those neighbors tunneling into the unit of the other. It's an incident police call disturbing and a violation of space. I'll sum it up in one word. Creepy, said Inspector Keith Hurley.
Yeah.
Police say a woman having ongoing issues with a neighbor living directly below her. Hurley said that there had been one or two interactions with the male neighbor and the police over the past couple of months. The issues were enough. The woman left her residence for a period of time, somewhere between a few weeks and a month. When she came home, she had some difficulty entering the unit because her door was locked from the inside. When she got inside, she discovered a strange scene. to break and enter the police. There's a fireplace. And look at this shit. There's a fireplace in the residence. Looked like it had a few holes had been drilled in it, and then one wall that had been breached. Behind the fireplace, with a large hole, was a large hole in the floor. Police say it looked like it had been cut and appeared to connect to the suite below. They also found a ladder from his unit extending up to the hole behind the fireplace in the above residence. 46-year-old man is charged 1 count of break and enter, intent to commit criminal harassment, mischief to property over $5,000, and 2 counts of disobeying an order. What was it? Police execute a search warrant and say they found the downstairs neighbor hiding in his unit. Bro, really?
That's the worst possible place to hide from the cops. Is where you live.
Like, what, did you crawl under the bed?
See, this sentence. At this time, we have no information to believe that the accused did anything other than just enter the residence. I fucking promise you. Something in there is sticky that shouldn't be.
And even still, even if that's true, isn't that the fuck enough? Look at that shit. That's through the goddamn drywall. Like, come on. This is like one of those 80s NBC movie of the week shit kind of things.
Yeah. And this is what, like, there's a lot of men who don't understand why women are wary of men. I'm a nice guy. I would never blah, 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 blah. But we don't fucking know that, do we?
Yeah.
Because you might seem like a nice guy until you tunnel into our home.
I just think of fucking power tools and shit. And a ladder. Yes, I know.
These are things we have to worry about. These are things you have to worry about when you walk around the world as a fucking woman. Is the downstairs neighbor just going to burrow into my walls?
Right? You gotta wonder about the vibe he was giving off during that.
Men don't have. I'm not saying that would never happen to a man, but it's not something that just sits in your fucking brain.
You gotta wonder about the vibe he was giving off during that Home Depot run, right? Because getting the fucking Makita and a ladder and shit. What are you doing?
Oh, you doing some home improvement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, boy.
Putting in a skylight. Oh, look at him.
He is a big off. What are you doing? Didn't Dale Gribble do this on King of the Hill? Yes, but when Dale does it, it's actually kind of lovable. This is not that. No, this is Dale on King of the Hill tunneled. He built a friendship tunnel under Hank's house and accidentally went through.
Did he have permission to do that?
No, he accidentally went through one of the beams underneath the house. Yeah, and
then it's not cute.
He collapsed their kitchen floor. They went through the linoleum. It was a thing. Yeah.
You know why it's not cute? Because Hank Hill has a wife and a daughter.
No, his niece. Luann's niece.
Whatever.
Hi.
Why are men?
I don't know.
Why are men? Grady, why are men?
Do you have thoughts? What do you think, buddy? He thinks scritches is what he thinks. Yeah, as we learned this week is if any of your conflict resolution strategies includes tunneling into someone else's house, don't.
Can you imagine if she was like,
hi,
like, thank God she had moved out temporarily. Because what the fuck was going to happen if she was there? Ugh.
He is purring his head off. I do not know why. All he's doing is just jammed his face into my arm like this. Look at this.
You ever just look at your cats and feel a great wave of envy?
Yes, often, yes.
But all the shit they do not have to worry about. Grady's never going to have to fill out a W-2.
Nope.
Grady doesn't have to worry about somebody tunneling into your home.
We've learned if
Grady
you
just
ever
has to
are
worry about is his food bowl full.
We've learned if you're ever inclined to brake check an ambulance, don't. Really don't.
Yeah, no.
Like you are in fact the asshole. Yes. You lose. We've learned that you can in fact get a ticket while driving a Barbie's Jeep Wrangler under the influence.
Good to know.
Like, that's either going to be a low point or that's going to be like the kind of thing that, can you imagine an employer asking about, okay, we've got you down. Have you ever been arrested? Yes. What for? Funny story. Are you sitting down? We've learned if you've already failed multiple times at pretending to be a CIA agent, stop. It's not apparently intrigue and is not your strong suit.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you're not in the CIA. Just saying.
Probably several.
Probably multiple, yes. We've learned that if you prepare and understand your level, you can get away with money, apparently, in America.
Good for you. Good for you.
Good. I'm pretty sure this week a bunch of us are like, oh yeah, fuck Disney, man. You got $20,000 off the mouse? Yeah, go suck a dick. And finally, we've learned if you've managed to lose $16,000 on a Royal Caribbean cruise, and your solution here is, I'm just going to jump off the side. No, I don't understand how you think that's going to make anything better.
There's like so many different ways that's a terrible decision. Especially when, why would you not just get off at the next port stop and not come back?
Honestly, it's you if you didn't get a norovirus on a cruise, that's the kind, you've already won.